person on the iPhone, are you able to unmute? You can just make sure I get you in the right room.
Yes, I'm here.
Are you Miss Thompson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you still need to go back in room 3.
Yeah, she had did it to where she separated us, so she put me in one room and him another, but I think she accidentally ended our call, so I was just calling back.
Oh, so do you need to go right back in there? Or you want to wait a little bit or?
Yeah, you could put me back in there. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, we had an impasse on position number 5.
Impasse on 5? All right, thank you. All right, on position 5, Roslyn Boney and Zuri Rios, if you can both unmute, turn on your cameras. I see Mr. Rios. I don't know if you're frozen or you're just very still. I think, Mr. Rios, you may be frozen.
I think he's frozen, Judge.
He's frozen too.
Looks like we're having technical issues today everywhere.
Let's see if can
I can try
we
to see if I can
can,
give him a call or see.
yeah, or message him or something.
Okay.
It's the last.
And it looks like position 3, I think she's speaking with them separately or something like that because they keep getting bumped in and out. Maybe that's what's going
Okay.
on with position 3. I tried to call. I heard someone pick up the phone, but they're not speaking or saying anything. So I'm not sure what's going on with position 5.
Hello, I'm sorry, for us?
Judge, I tried to call the tenant for position 5. I heard someone pick up, but I didn't hear any. He didn't say anything. So hopefully he'll log back on.
All right, we'll see if he can log back on.
Mr. Rios, can you hear us?
Hi, he's there.
Oh, 1 second, ma'am.
Okay.
Mr. Rios, can you hear us? You're on mute.
Oh,
There
sorry.
you
Yes,
go.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, Mr. Rios. Ms. Bodie, my understanding was you went to mediation, were unable to reach an agreement, so I need to get some information from you before I figure out how we are proceeding. So I do need both of you to raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you can both lower your hands. Basically, at this point, I need to decide if this case is ripe for a hearing or not. So, Mr. Rios, I need to turn to you. You stated that you were not a tenant at sufferance. What did you mean by that?
Well, because I looked, what sufferance means that you're like a disturbance to the house,
You're a
which
what?
a disturbance or like you're
Oh,
creating
no.
problems
Okay. Let me
with the,
ask you a few questions. Do you, are you and Miss Boney living in the same home under the same roof right now?
yes,
Does anyone else live there?
yes,
Who
my
is it?
my sister,
Is she an adult or
she's 15.
oh, she's 15. Okay, so she's a child. Anyone else live there?
Well, no, not my sis. My other sister did, but she lives with her dad now, though.
Okay. Any other adults who live there?
No.
Okay. Um, is this a rental property?
Oh no, this is she has a mortgage.
She has a mortgage.
Yeah, it's 130,000.
Okay. And so the house is in Miss Boney's name?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And do you, is Miss Boney your mother?
Yes.
Okay. And do you pay her any rent at all?
Well, when what's it called? We moved in 2019. Well,
Okay.
so 20 around this, what was this? During COVID when they were doing what was it? The stimulus checks.
Okay.
I received $20,000 and I gave that all to my mother towards the mortgage, which I told her that. But she's gonna say, well, yeah, I did that, and then I saw this also when was this? January? No, no, no. I think this was around May of 2020. I broke my arm and my leg. So, and this was also when I gave her the 20,000. Um,
Who has
right?
who is titled to the land?
My mother. So once I got out of my cast and everything, in August of that same year.
Of 2020?
Yes.
Okay.
What is it called? And so while I was in the cast or whatever, I started my own my own business. So I
Okay.
started making money off of that. I was able to make money off of that as kind of a little right after I got out of my cast and stuff. So I was paying. Okay, yeah. So I started making money from my business, and I was also helping her. I was also working for her because she does eBay. And pretty
Okay.
much every day she would, at this time, the Amazon return places were very popular. So we would go around every day searching through these these stores, trying to find stuff for her to sell on resell on eBay. And it was very successful, but I did not receive any money from that. So yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Rios, so was there a time, so you're telling me there was a time where your mother said it was okay to come live in the home?
Well, I moved in as soon as because we lived next door to the house, like literally next door. So we moved in here
Okay.
in 2019. And I also,
Okay.
the house was pretty much unlivable, so I pretty much helped with gutting the house,
Okay.
and redoing it for it to
So,
be livable.
so let me ask you this, Mr. Rios. When did your mother say that she didn't want you to live there anymore?
I would say it was either a year or less than a year after I gave her the $20,000. Like she would, I don't even, like, she would chase me around, like she would just be screaming at me about how I don't contribute. I just sit at home and do nothing, and I don't know.
So you're saying around 2020 she asked you to leave?
Well, no, this would be a year after I gave. It would be either a year or almost a year after I gave her the 20,000, which would be the summer of 2020.
Okay. So in the summer of 2020, you're saying she asked you to leave, but then what happened? Because you're still
No,
there.
no. This was a year after. This was like almost a year after the summer. So this would have been
Oh,
2021.
2021.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So 2021, you're saying in the summer of 2021, she asked you to leave.
Well, actually,
Uh-oh, now you're breaking. Now you're frozen again.
I'm not sure why he's frozen because we're on the same internet. But he said he'll be back in 2 minutes. Sir, you can come up here if you want. This is
All right, Mr. Rios, you're back with
oh,
us. So you were
sorry.
telling me when your mother first asked you to leave. When was that?
Okay, well, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I'm not really sure that's when she asked me to leave. She was just screaming at me, telling me that I didn't contribute or anything, and that I needed to.
Okay.
So then I guess, oh yeah, that's when I started. So I was working
Let me ask you
for,
this. Was there a time when it became apparent to you that your mother did not want you to live there anymore?
I mean, yeah,
Okay, when was that?
I guess when well, I guess realistically, that would have been like a year or two ago.
Okay. So about a year or two ago, let's say you became aware that your mother didn't want you to stay there anymore. So then what happened? Because you're still at the home. So did something change after you became aware of that? What
Well, because,
happened?
oh yeah, so she would go on and off, like she goes on and off for me wanting me to leave, then just everything being fine. So I dropped, like last year I was dropping my sister off and picking her up from school every single day, and like stuff was fine. But then like there'd be like maybe like a few times out of the month where she would kind of uh is this spaz out? I don't know if that's or like ball up in fits of rage, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. Like there's this one time where she was she was chasing my sister, my 15-year-old. She was like 14 at the time, around the house for like an hour because she couldn't figure out how to close the lid on the Chipotle bowl. So my other sister, she called her father up, and he ended up having to call the police on her for that. But yeah, she just, I don't know. So I guess that was what kind of confused me.
Okay, so when is the last time that she asked you to, or told you she wanted you to go, or may gave you some indication that she didn't want you there? Whether it be her saying, I don't want you to live here anymore, or whether it being her yelling at you, telling her she's just over it. I mean, something that would indicate to you she didn't want you there anymore.
That would be when she. This is, all right, last month.
Last month. So when you say last month, or the end of October, are you talking about September? You're talking about August?
Oh, sorry, August.
So August of 2025.
Yeah. And right before that, she was letting me use her car, and everything was fine too.
Okay, so when in August did she not want you to live there?
You said what?
When in August was this? At the beginning of August, the end of August?
Oh, the beginning.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, and you said the title is in your mother's name?
yeah. Yes.
Okay. So let me just kind of explain a few things to the parties, just so you understand the rationale for what's happening here, okay? This is a dispossessory court, so I follow landlord-tenant law. A lot of some of the issues that you raised, Mr. Rios, like you giving your mother $20,000. Hold on, I'm speaking.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on, let me
wasn't gonna
finish
say
talking.
anything.
Okay, I just looked like you were about to start talking. With the issue with you giving her $20,000, with you doing other things to maybe support her or help pay the mortgage. Well, those are important issues, and they very well, you may have a cause of action regarding that, any money that you may or may not have given her in landlord-tenant court. That's not the right place for that issue, okay? So in landlord-tenant court, to me, what I have to look at is who owns the property, who is titled to the land, which is your mother, okay? Then I have to look as, was there a landlord-tenant relationship? Well, with family members, it's a little bit difficult, but you are essentially a tenant at sufferance. What that means is there was a time where your mother was fine with you living in the house, had no problem with you living there, said you could live with her. But then there became a time where she didn't want you to live there. And she told you she didn't want you to live there. And because she is titled to the property, she does have the right to tell you she doesn't want you to live there anymore. What is critical for this, so that's what makes you a tenant at sufferance, is that you were allowed to come there. She willfully, it was all okay for you to come there. And then at some point she said she didn't want you there. So now you become a tenant at sufferance. Miss Boney, I do need you to stay on camera so I know that you're participating. Miss Boney?
Hello? Hello? I'm sorry, were you calling me? I'm sorry. I had
Yes,
to
you
use
need
the
to be
restroom.
part of this conversation.
I had to use the restroom. I'm sorry. I was trying to hold it. I'm on diuretics. I
Oh,
apologize.
well, if you need to, just let me know so I know
Yes,
where
ma'am.
you're disappearing.
Okay. I thought I'd run quickly. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
sorry. Apologize.
Okay. So as I was saying, it is true you are a tenant at sufferance. That is correct, because there was a time where you were, Ms. Boney did allow you to live there, and then there became a time when she didn't want you to live there. Okay.
Okay.
So the issue becomes really, did she give you enough notice as a tenant at sufferance that she didn't want you to live there anymore? Okay. And she did give you enough notice. Tenant at sufferance, it is, well, you were a tenant at will, who became a tenant at sufferance. As tenant at will, you have 60 days. Tenant at sufferance, you have 30. She told you at the beginning of August, then she gave you sufficient notice. So in terms of landlord-tenant dispossessory law, she did give you sufficient notice, and she does have the right to ask you to tell you to leave, that she wants you to leave. Okay.
Okay.
That means that she is entitled to a writ of possession. And as I said before, I can only give you 7 days. So that's 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's to November 4th. Okay. After November 4th, if you're still in the property, she can apply for a writ of possession to have you removed by the sheriffs. Now, you may very well have an issue with might have a claim regarding any amounts of money that you lent her or however that worked. But it's just it's not something that would be addressed in dispossessory court. Okay.
Okay. Well,
May I say something?
so wait,
Hold on.
so she had been telling, I mean, she didn't actually tell me that she was gonna file for the, what is it, eviction, until like that was like a week before the she filed the, what is it, the dispossessory warrant. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Boney, you wanted to say something?
May I say something? And yes, let me apologize, because it's obvious that my son is under the influence of something. And so that is why he's confused and not understanding anything. And that's part of the problem. And let me just say this, I know we can't go to it. That 21,000 that he paid me, I paid 21,000 for him to go to school for 1 year. Zuri has always gone to school, undergraduate. I've spent over 100, and he failed. And so I told him, you owe me $21,000, which he paid me back. That had nothing to do with mortgage. He didn't renovate my house. He didn't help me.
All right, and that's just not an issue for this
Right, I
court, but I
know.
hear
And
what you're
so we
saying, so
can't
we're
go
not
back.
gonna go into it. I
And
know
so-
you probably,
right.
Mr. Rios, you have a different viewpoint in that, and your mother sees it differently, but it's not an issue that I have to decide. I
Right.
was just letting you know it's not something I have to that I decide. It's something that you may have a different cause of action, I don't know. But I do understand why Ms. Boney would want to respond to it. But is there anything further, Ms. Boney?
So I was trying to tell him that he would be better off signing an agreement, that we would be better off signing an agreement with a mediator. To give him, he said he wanted a month and a half. I told him I would give him 1 month, and I tried to encourage him to move
Okay,
forward.
well, first, I know
Uh,
you can't actually tell me what happened during mediation,
Oh,
but
I didn't know. I'm sorry, I didn't miss that
you're
part.
fine.
Okay,
You're
so
fine. I actually didn't tell you that. I forgot to tell you that. But
okay.
that
Right, it's moving.
that
Yeah.
all I can say is once it comes to me at a hearing, I can only do what the law allows me to
Yes,
do,
ma'am.
which is only to give you 7 days. And that's why I tell people that at the very beginning of court, so they kind of understand what the options would be or
Okay.
what the potential outcomes could be.
Now, can I ask you a question? So I can, and I don't know if you can advise me on this. So I know this writ is 7 day, it's 7 days, but then it's up to me to, like, I could basically give him 4 more weeks by delaying, filing or requesting the actual eviction. I'm not sure the legal.
Sure. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't
yeah,
hear
you're
you.
fine. You can apply for the writ of possession after November 4th.
Okay.
What you have essentially, if you can apply for it, if you apply for it more than 30 days after
Let's see.
November 4th, you have to file an affidavit with it explaining why you delayed your request,
Okay.
but you can still file for it. You just, if it's more than 30 days, you just have to explain why
Okay.
of the delay.
Okay.
So, but yes, it's your application for the writ of possession that would start the eviction process.
Okay. Thank you. And I
Okay,
don't, yeah, thank you. I mean, this is my son. I love him and I've
I
tried,
understand.
but the entitlement, yeah, he has to go out and learn in the real world. Has to.
Mr. Rios, is there anything further? Do you have any questions or anything else that we need to discuss, do you think?
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Rios?
Huh?
Hold on. Mr. Rios? Was there
Wait,
anything further?
um, what, against like my defense or?
No, did you have any questions for me before we finish the hearing?
Oh, wait, how long, you said she had, how long did she have to, wait, because earlier when I told you she told me she wanted to leave in August, you said, and it's now October,
The
you
end of
said, yeah, you said she had, that was enough time?
the end of October. You told me the beginning of August.
Wait, so
And it was
That was
prior.
she
more
had
than
enough
60
time,
days.
that was enough time for her to do what again? I'm sorry.
Notify you that she wanted you to leave. She had to give you 60 days to leave.
Okay, but so if she didn't actually tell me she was going to file the eviction,
That's something separate.
what do you,
It's the notice to leave that is the 60 days, not the telling you that she's filing the eviction.
yeah, that's what I mean. So she was saying that's when she was like, she actually was going to, she actually wanted me to leave. Because before that, because she also,
So
she also takes medication. So she's,
Mr.
you,
questions
I'm
about
sorry, what'd you
the
say?
decision?
You cut out.
Yeah, do you have any questions about the decision that you're making, the writ that's going to issue that she could apply for after November 4th? Do you understand that time deadline?
Wait, could you say that one more time?
After November 4th, your mother can apply for the writ of possession. Have the sheriffs come out. Or the marshals now, I'm sorry.
And
They
they will
have
come
to
out
wrap this up.
on the 7th.
No, they would, she can apply for the eviction after November 4th. After that, I don't know when they would come out. That would be up to them.
Oh,
Okay. All right, so I'm going to prepare the order. I will email a copy to both of you. So
Thank
you
you.
have that for your records, all right?
Thank you very much. Sorry.
All
it
right,
took
you're both
so
free
long.
to log off.
Thank you.
All right, Miss, I think we have a consent. Let me see if I can find that. Position 4. All right. All right, for position 4, I do understand there's a consent. I'm just waiting for it to show up in my email. But once I have it, we can go over it.
Your Honor,
Ms. Elsmeyer, yes.
sorry.
No,
We had a consent on position 6.
all right. I was also told I have a consent on 4, but I'm not seeing that in my mail.
Okay, I'll ask the mediator
On 4.
to
Did you
double check
send me
that.
6 as well?
I sent you 6.
All right, let me just see, make sure that there are actually, it's not an issue on this end. So I know the computers have been a little bit unhappy with the weather, so
Oh shoot.
let's see if I can. It just might be slow.
I can
Ms.
also
Hart, have you seen any of those consents come through to you at all?
I'm sorry, Jess, can you repeat that?
Have you seen any of the consents on your end come through?
Let me see.
I just don't know if things are moving slowly today or,
I think so.
okay,
Let me look in my junk. Sometimes it'll go straight there.
yeah.
I see. Yes, is this for position? Yep, I do see something. Hold on.
For 6 or 4?
4 and 6.
Oh, I
I don't
haven't
know why it goes
received.
straight to it goes straight to my junk mail for some reason.
Can you forward them to me? Will it work if they're forwarded to me?
Yes. Let's see if I
Okay,
can do
so I
that.
don't see either of them in mine.
Okay. I can do that.
Your Honor, I might take another case, but if you have any issues, I'm happy to resend from my end
Okay,
too.
I think if Ms.
It's
Hart sends them to me, it should be okay.
so the
Okay.
ones I have are unsigned.
Oh, by the tenant and the landlord?
Yes, it's not signed.
Oh, then maybe you need to resend them to me.
What if I forward you, because I can see the copies where landlord and tenant have signed.
Hmm.
I'm gonna message you the email address I'm using too. Is that okay, just to
Okay,
confirm?
yeah,
Okay.
perfect. That's what I was gonna try to do, but send it to you. I sent it to you.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you. Yes, ma'am. That's what I use. That's so strange.
Hope it's not see the last time I got an email. 10:37. I'm gonna log out of my emails and log back in. See if that helps anything. Hmm. I don't know what is going on. Is there a way, Ms. Hart, you can share your screen with the agreement and then I can go over it with them and then sign it once I can get my hands on it? Because
Okay.
it seems like you're getting them. They have my email address, so it might be a me issue, computer
Ms.
issue.
Hart, I also forwarded the partially executed copy to Judge Andrews and copied you. I don't know if you got that from my personal email.
Okay, let me look.
So strange.
So I see the new email, but I don't see anything attached to it.
Oh, here, let's see.
Oh, hold on, here's something. Hold
But in the meantime, I can share my screen and show the. This is for position 6, correct?
Yes.
That's right.
Okay, good. So for position, we've got position 6 here. So that's Mr. Johnson. And I can't, oh, there we go. Cedric Onafowakan. If you can both unmute and raise your right hands, turn on your cameras. There we go. All right, now if you both raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson, did I hear you?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, you can both lower your hands. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Onafowakan. Did you agree to pay $2,075 by October 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then did you also agree to pay $2,070 by November 14th?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
Okay. And are you also agreeing to remove all dogs on the property by November 30th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And if you don't make payments and all the dogs aren't removed by November 30th, then the landlord can apply for a writ of possession, seek a monetary judgment in the amount of $4,145 less any amounts paid. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Johnson, are these the terms you agreed to as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then I'm going to make it the order of the court. Once I figure out why my computer's being the way it is, I will sign it and you'll all receive copies, all right?
Okay.
But you are both free to log off, okay?
Your Honor, do we need to re-sign? Do we need to redo this? And
No, I see it. Do see a copy where you did sign it,
Okay.
and then we went over it in court.
Okay.
So it should be fine. It's just my computer is upset with me today, so
No problem. Have a
I'll
great
figure
day.
it out.
Okay. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
right.
All right, let me see. Oh, here we go. All right. Oh, here's the other one. Okay. All right, I got Watson and Somerville. If you can both, I see you both there. If you can unmute and raise your right hands. Do you both swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
I do. Yes.
All right, can both lower your hands? Let me start with Miss Somerville.
Yes.
Miss Somerville, did you agree to pay $2,550 by October 31st?
Yes.
All right. Let me see. It looks like you gave money orders to the landlord on October 15th and 16th.
Correct.
And were those money orders for that amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that looks like the landlord shall cash the money orders on or before October 31st at 5 p.m. And then the tenant reserves the right to pay the landlord unpaid rent of $2,550 by October 31st if there's an issue with the money orders. All right. So looks like there are some money orders out there. Miss Watson's gonna cash them. If there's some issue with that, then Miss Somerville can find a different way to pay that. Is that accurate, Miss Somerville?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Watson, did I get those terms correct?
Yes, I just had I had when I was in the talking to the lady, well, November rent is coming up and I just don't want to go through this again. So I don't think she could put that on the um document
Right.
indicating that if she don't pay November, I have to go through the same steps I went through. Is
Steve,
that correct?
do that again.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Hello?
that's correct.
So I just go back through the same steps and like I
Well,
did.
right, if October is paid, but then November is not, then yes. If the October payment's not made, then you can apply for a writ of possession and seek a monetary judgment in that amount.
Okay. So I'm just saying November is so close. I don't know. Okay. I just need to know what I need to do. That's all. That's fine.
Okay,
If
all
she
right,
don't stay to the agreement that we discussed about everything. I'm good. Okay.
okay.
All right.
All right, then I'll make that the order. I will sign it once I get my computer to cooperate and you'll all get copies, okay?
Okay.
All right. You are free to log off. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Person label R. Thompson. Oh, that's Regina Thompson. Okay, that's position 3. Mr. Shaji, did you all need to go back in room 3 or did you come up to an agreement?
We came to an agreement.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Just to let you know, we did get the DOA for position 2.
You say you have a DOA on position 2?
Yes, I believe she e-filed it so we can feel more comfortable about moving forward.
All right. Let's see what is going on with these computers. Ms. Hart, do you have an agreement on position 3?
I was looking for it in my junk
See,
mail. I'm not
anything
seeing
is
it yet.
coming through.
You checked your junk mail to see if it's going there?
Well, my emails from you are coming through.
Oh, yeah, we had this issue before a while back. We had the same issue a while back with the consent agreements. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm wondering, they met with me there at Solomon. Okay. And they're still in the breakout room. Let me see. I'm gonna try to join room 3 and see if I can figure out what's going on.
Okay.
All right, Josh, she's sending it to me now. I'll just share my screen and we can
Okay.
move forward that way. She's about to send it to me. She said there's something going on with her Adobe. It's not even allowing her to share anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not even able to sign it through Adobe, so I'm just printing them out. So I'm gonna hand sign them, put a note in Odyssey, and rescan them back to you.
Okay. I have position 3 displayed, Judge.
Okay. All right, so for position 3, if I can have the parties unmute and raise your right hands, it's going to be Mr. Chaudhry and Regina Thompson. Ms. Thompson, are you able to hear me?
I'm trying to.
Okay, here, I can send you a prompt, see if that helps. See if that helps.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna have both parties raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury, Mr. Chaudhry?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Thompson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna have you both lower your hands. I'm gonna ask you some questions first, Ms. Thompson. Ms. Thompson, did you agree to pay $2,250 for past due rent by 11:59 p.m. on October 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you make that payment, you're staying on the property, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. If the payment's not made, then the landlord will be entitled to a writ of possession and a monetary judgment in the amount of $2,250. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And Mr. Chaudhry, are these the terms that you agreed to?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then I'm going to make the agreement the order of the court. I will sign it and everyone will then receive copies. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
You're
you.
both free to log off. Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Solomon,
Yes.
are you able to join breakout room 2? I think we have 2 parties in there.
Yes, I'll be there in one moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi. Position number 2 is an impasse.
I didn't know that they said they don't want to mediate.
They don't want to mediate.
Position 2 doesn't?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll bring them back out. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you.
Hmm.
Yes, Ms. Ellsmeyer?
Yes, Your Honor, we had a consent on position 10.
10, all right, take a look. Right. All right, so for the parties in position 10, it's Mr. Agler, Ms. Ned, I'm going to have you both unmute and raise your right hands. I'm going to go over your agreement with you that's on the screen. Do you both swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, can both lower your hands. Now, our DocuSign Adobe is not, for some reason, not coming to me with your signature, so I'm going through this in open court with the document on the screen, okay? So I'm going to start with you. Is it Miss Ned? Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let me see. Did you agree to make the following payments by 11:59 on the following dates? Did you agree to pay, I think, $796 on November 19th?
Yes.
Okay. And did you also agree to pay $796 on December 19th, January 19th, February 19th, March 19th, and April 19th, and May 19th?
Yes.
Okay. And you will continue also to pay your regular monthly rent, which is $18.95. Is that correct?
Yes.
So if any rent payment is missed during this repayment term, just through May 19th, 2026, I might have said, yeah, 2026. The landlord should be entitled to a writ of possession and a monetary judgment in the amount of $5,572 less any amounts paid. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Agler, are those the terms you agreed to?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I will make it the agreement, the order of the court. What I'm gonna do is end up printing it. I'm just gonna put a note, that we went over it in open court, and that's the reason why it's not showing up as being signed here. And then you'll all receive copies, okay?
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
okay.
All right, you're free to log off.
Going to eat something. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. The other the number, so we're still number 8 is still speaking, I think.
Yes, I believe it's still in.
All right. All right, if the parties in position 2 can unmute and turn on your cameras. Now both of you raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, so give you a few instructions. We are going to have a hearing. Understanding is that you're unable to reach an agreement. So a few things, you can't tell me what happened during mediation. And after a decision is made in this case, excuse me, either party does have a right to appeal within 7 days by filing a petition for review with the state court or superior court of DeKalb County. Now, Ms. Vertigo, you did file the case, so I'll hear from you first. Then Mr. Knox, I'll hear from you. You also filed a counterclaim, so I'll hear that as well. Just ask that neither party interrupt the other party All parties will have an opportunity to speak.
Yes, so Mr. Knox has not paid rent since August 26, 2025. He owes $22,385 in rent, as well as $200 in late payments, for a total of $2,585, and we are requesting a writ of possession and a monetary judgment.
All right, I see there's a lease here. Is it for 466 Raven Springs Trail, Stone Mountain, Georgia, room 6?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So in this contract, your company refers to Lustra LLC, is that correct?
Yes, Lustra House LLC.
Okay, Lustra House LLC. All right. Did Mr. Knox sign this agreement?
Yes, he did.
April
You sign
18th?
down at the bottom
Okay.
on the last page.
It says that there's an arbitration clause. Let's see, section 15 of the terms and conditions applicable to pad split members contain an arbitration clause and class action waiver that applies to all members. It affects how disputes with your company are resolved. By accepting this agreement, you agree to be bound by this arbitration clause and class action waiver. Please read it carefully.
So I believe that's in reference to the LLC that the member is joining when they sign the pad split lease. It's a slightly different lease than a standard lease agreement. And by essentially signing that lease, they are becoming a member of the company, which grants them access to the house. That very first section says that it is ruled by, standard tenant law, which is why we're here.
So why do you think the arbitration clause doesn't apply?
I believe the arbitration clause is if they are, or if the member is going against pad split, or the pad split is the platform, or the company that they're joining by signing this membership agreement, not the landlord.
I thought your company referred to you, the landlord, Miss Vertigo.
So when they sign this lease agreement, it is a membership agreement into an LLC. And I believe the LLC is like AA1 Pad Split LLC, something like that. So they're joining that LLC, and then we sublease it to that LLC. But when we've consulted,
Okay, hold on.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So you're saying this, when a tenant signs a lease, they are agreeing to enter into an LLC, that being the AA1 LLC.
So it's not a typical lease, it's a membership agreement.
Okay, explain that to me.
Yeah. So this membership agreement allows the member to join an LLC that is set up by PadSplit. PadSplit is a platform similar to Airbnb that we utilize in between for like property management and stuff like that. But it's just a platform. So they are essentially joining an LLC that's run by PadSplit, and then in doing so, they have access to the house. When we've consulted with PadSplit, though, they have mentioned that all like tenant disputes or unpaid rent or eviction proceedings still go through the same process as regular.
All right. So Mr. Knox enters into a membership agreement.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Registering member. All right. So registers as a member. Please note section 15, applied to. So essentially, Mr. Knox has a contract with, well, is a member of Pad Split, and that's why he is able to lease at this location from you.
Correct, yes.
Okay. And to be able to lease from this location, he had to sign an agreement with Pad Split.
Correct, yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So is there any other lease that Mr. Knox signed? Or is it, okay. All right. All right, so this lease began, let me go back. Go back to this lease.
Yes, I believe his lease began in March, but his move-in date was April 19th, 2025. He was in an before us.
You said April, what was that?
His lease began, or his occupancy in our house began April 19th, 2025. And that is also included in the rent ledger that I included as an exhibit. You can see all the rent payments that he's made until he stopped making payments on August 26th.
Okay. So Mr. Knox, let's start with the issue of rent. Is there anything in the ledger that you dispute?
What do you mean by that?
Like you can, sometimes people will say, I didn't pay rent. That's correct. But the reason why I didn't pay rent was because of XYZ. Or they say, no, the calculations on the ledger is incorrect because I really owe, my rent is really $250 a month, not $283. So I'm just trying to figure out what category you fall into, and you can fall into both.
I'm gonna say
sort of,
the first one that you said.
okay. All right. So you're saying I didn't pay rent in August, but this is my reasons why.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell me your reasons why.
So first, I ended up losing my job. I was working at Amazon. They just had a lot of stuff going on out there, and they laid a lot of people off for my job. So I was dealing with that, and I ended up finding a new job and stuff like that. But I ended up finding that later. But I wasn't able to pay the rent and stuff like that. So she was working with me and stuff like that. But I was dealing with a lot of other stuff like AC issues and maintenance issues that I'm still dealing with right now. That I feel like that she should be like fixing. Like I'm still sleeping on a broken bed. I'm still dealing with fleas. She told us to vacate the property for almost 9 hours. I literally had nowhere to go. I had to go to a library for 9 hours.
That she could deal with the issue of fleas?
I'm still dealing with fleas. I still have
Right,
fleas.
but when you were told to vacate for 9 hours, was it the intention to be that they were going to like fumigate or something?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So let me step back. First, you're telling me you mentioned the AC. What is the issue with your AC?
So June 1st,
Mm-hmm.
from June 1st all the way to July 14th, if I'm not mistaken, it was no AC in this house.
All right. And who did you notify that there was no AC?
Whoever the host was of the past week, I don't know if I was talking to her or someone else. So I seen the host come in one day and she said she was a host too. So I don't know who I was talking to. I don't know which host it was, but I sent it in the past
You
week.
sent an email on what date?
No, I sent it through the Passfully app.
Oh, sent through, when did you send that?
I'm not sure. I think I sent it June 1st. That's the first message I sent it. Let me look and see.
Go ahead and look.
First text her about the AC. June 1st. Yeah, it was June 1st. That's when I first texted her about the AC.
Okay, so what, after you send that text or through the app, what happens next?
Yeah, she responds and said,
When you say she, who is she? Do you know?
it says co-villa host on the
Okay.
co-villa host.
Can I add a
Do you
detail? We have a maintenance team. It's the
Okay.
whole host team. Yeah.
Okay, so you receive a response on June 1st?
Yes, ma'am. At 12:37 p.m.
And what do they say?
They said yes, you can change it on the thermostat.
Change what?
The thermostat. I was asking can I change the thermostat because it's so hot in here. And she said I could change it. So every time I changed it, it ended up changing back to the original temperature in the house.
Okay, so on June, if you could change the thermostat, they
Yeah.
said yes. And then what happens after that?
It ended up turning back to the
Okay,
original.
but do you tell them that? When do you tell them that it's not working or there's an issue?
Let me see. Yeah, I told her that right after that it keeps going back to the same thing.
On June 1st again, or is this June 2nd now?
It's still June 1st.
Okay, so June 1st, so you change it and you then said essentially that's not fixing the problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then what happens?
So let me see. So she responds back and saying she'll get it fixed. Basically, that's what she was saying.
On the same date, June 1st?
Yes, ma'am. At
Okay,
6:04 p.m.
Maintenance says, what do they say exactly?
They said, "Hi, thank you for letting us know. Since it's Sunday evening, we cannot get anybody out today to look at it, but we are scheduling to have it checked out as soon as possible."
Okay. Do they come out? Is there another text message or communication? What's the next thing that happens?
Are you able to see the text messages? Because I included it into the case.
Oh, well, let me
My
see.
bad.
Let me take a look. I see something here.
I also have an entire timeline printed out as well.
All right, hold on. No, this has to do with the fleas. Please. Hold on, let me see. Okay, hold on. Oh no, that's the oven. Hold on. Let me look at the other one. Oh no, this is a duplicate. Looks like a duplicate. Not seeing the ones about the this is all about the pests. Unless, oh wait, hold on.
I should have them labeled.
Hold on, I see something else. Give me a second.
Okay, my bad.
Oh, AC. It's labeled AC. All right. All right. Yes, you can. Okay. There's a certain way to because it keeps going back to 68. Okay. Here's as as possible. Okay.
She basically gave me the runaround all the way until July.
Hold on.
No AC in the house.
So then June. So then they say they'll be out Tuesday. Please leave the thermostats off for a few hours to allow the unit to thaw so we can repair it. Okay, then they say it's back up and running June 3rd. And you say no, there's still problems. Oh, there's a power outage. Okay. 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 So when it says co-bill a host, is that you, Miss Vertigo, or someone else?
Member on the host team. Yeah, we have like 3 or 4.
Okay, so it's not necessarily you, but it could be you.
Correct, yes.
Okay. 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 Leave it off for the evening. There's a leak in the cooling line. I need to order a part. Okay. Paradise. Okay. He's asking for a temporary thing. Did the fan get dropped off?
Yes, it did.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, there's okay. All right. Okay. And when does the air conditioning get fixed?
June 23rd.
It was not fixed June 23rd.
I have invoices.
I got the maintenance was when you put it in.
So they come out, do they come out on the 23rd?
Would it be possible for me to read the timeline? I have invoices, and I didn't submit it because we're here for unpaid rent, but I have an accurate account of every service provider that has come out, messages sent, and all of
Yeah,
that.
you can submit those the same way you submit the other documents, and I'll take a look at everything. I might not be able to do it right now, but I will. I want to take a look at what you have as well.
I had the maintenance request when you said it's submitted.
And I've got yours. Okay. I see. Okay. So according to you, Mr. Knox, you're saying that the air conditioning issue was resolved by July 14th.
I'm gonna say the beginning of July. But now I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, what is the issue with the broken bed? Does this place come furnished? Is it furnished?
It does.
Yeah, it's finished.
Okay, so what's the issue? Tell me the issue with the broken bed.
So basically, it looks like I don't know who put the bed together, but it looked like it was rushed or something, and one of the bolts wasn't screwed in all the way,
Uh-huh.
and the whole bed is leaning to the side, like, and it's been like this for months and months, like since August, really. And I put in a maintenance request on it, and it still hasn't gotten fixed yet. It's still sitting on. I've been
Then
sleeping on
where's the
it.
maintenance request? Is it in these submitted documents?
Yes, it should be inside the documents for
Under which
under the
one? Do you
bed.
know?
I think it says bed.
Bed. I see. Okay. I see the bed.
I sent pictures and
Okay.
everything. She told me
Okay.
somebody would come out and look at it, but nobody never came.
Okay.
And it's still sitting on there.
Okay. Let's see these. There's the maintenance request. And what do you say about the bed, Miss Verdugo?
The bed is accurate, but the HVAC timeline is not.
Okay. Okay. So okay. So get back to you with that on that. Now I'm going to go to Mr. Knox. The issue with the fleas. Tell me, is that in your text messages as well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me find those. Okay, here's the fleas. So when does this start? It just when is your first correspondence? It only says 7:03 p.m., so it's hard to tell.
Hold on, let me go to the messages.
Okay.
It's August 23rd.
She been on about it, but she just said something when I reached out to her about it. Then she tried to fix the matter. Yeah, she first said something in the chat about it August 23rd.
And he comes out on August 26th?
Correct.
Okay. Pesca return. And then what happens after August 26th? Mr. Knox, I don't see anything else about the fleas after that. Is it taken care of by the 26th?
She never told us about the fleas until I showed her the picture of it, or how many fleas I caught in the house. I
No,
caught.
but does the flea person come out on the 26th?
Let me see. Yeah, they came that day. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We still have fleas to this day, though. Like,
Did
I
you
don't
let
know
them
if
know
they
that?
do.
Did you send a maintenance request or it telling them there's more issues?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I have a consent agreement. I'm going to take that and then then we'll continue on with the hearing. Let me just go over the consent with, looks like position 8. 10. All right, for position 8, Stevenson and Thompson Muhammad. I'm going to have you unmute and raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give shall be the truth under penalty of perjury, Mr. Stevenson?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Thompson Muhammad?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. You can both lower your hands. Mr. Thompson Muhammad, I'm going to start with you. So we're having a little issue with the DocuSign, so I'm going everything over with you in open court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I'll print it out and sign it, and we'll send you a copy that way. So, Mr. Muhammad, let's see. Did you enter into a pay and stay agreement where you agreed to pay $638 by October 29th at 5 p.m.?
Yes,
Okay. And if you make the payment, you're staying on the property, is that correct?
correct.
Okay, and if the payment's not made, then the landlord would be entitled to $638 plus 10% late fee, and then
Correct.
court costs.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Mr. Stevenson, are those the terms you agreed to?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll make that the order of the court then. I'll get it printed, signed, and you'll all get copies, and you both are free to leave, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you both.
Okay. You gonna call me up front, Marie?
Yeah, I'll call you when I get there.
Okay then.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Excuse me, Your Honor. May I please be excused if mediations are complete?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Knox, Ms. Vertigo. Mr. Knox, were there any other maintenance issues that you wanted to let me know about?
I live in a house with other people. They have put in multiple maintenance requests too.
Okay.
About the
All right.
oven and other things like that. Water, washing clothes. You can't wash clothes and take a shower at the same time. Like water issues. All that.
Okay. So timeline wise, I think Miss Vertigo, you indicated that you have a different timeline for the AC specifically. So let me hear from you about that.
I have a different timeline for the HVAC issues as well as the fleas. On June 1st was the first report of HVAC issues. And of course, it was Sunday night, as you heard Mr. Knox say. We had a HVAC repair company come out on June 3rd. They took a look at it. The unit was frozen, and I have invoices for all of these items. I didn't upload these because we are here for unpaid rent, but happy to upload. So we had Hall's Heating and Air Conditioning came out and evaluated the unit. They refilled the unit with coolant, said there was potentially an interior coil leak, which is about a $4,000 repair. The first step in evaluating those HVAC issues is to refill it with coolant. So we did that, and the HVAC functionality was restored. The next ticket that we received was over a week later on June 11th. There was another issue reported by another tenant. Then we had, going through my papers. So that was reported on June 11th. And on June 12th, we had Snellville Heating and Air come out. They did another diagnostic test. They checked the voltage, the condenser coils, the refrigerant. They could not find any issues. And as you mentioned, the entire system was frozen up. He also quoted an evaporator coil, which is about a $4,000 repair. So, of course, before we just go and do that repair, we wanted to make sure that that was actually the case. So we ran a couple additional tests. Unfortunately, that did take a couple days to run those tests. We reached out to everybody. We provided Mr. Knox his own private fan as well. The next day, we initiated a new American Home Shield order, which is a home warranty company that comes out and repairs issues in your home. That was on June 12th. Then it took a little bit of time to get the next appointment scheduled, but we did get it scheduled for June 19th. And we requested that people keep the thermostat off so that it would allow the unit to thaw, because the entire outdoor unit was frozen. They unfortunately did not listen to our requests. And so when the tech got out there, the unit was still frozen. So we unfortunately had to reschedule that. I came out and I manually disabled the thermostat. Then on June 23rd, we had another tech come out. And because I had manually disabled the thermostat, the unit was no longer frozen. And so he found that the dampers, which control the airflow on the inside of the unit, the dampers were the issue. And so on June 23rd, we converted the entire house from a multi-zone system with multiple thermostats to a single zone system that bypassed those dampers. And so full HVAC functionality was restored on June 23rd, and we have received no further maintenance tickets or communications about any HVAC issues.
All right, now Ms. Berto, tell me about your timeline regarding the fleas.
Yes. So the timeline with the fleas, we first heard from Darius via message on August 23rd. On August 24th, we called Northwest Exterminating. They're the monthly exterminating service that we use. They come out and service the house every month routinely. So we called them to place a specialty order for a flea treatment. They came out on August 26th at 11:10 a.m. to provide a whole house flea treatment. They came back on September 3rd for a follow-up at 12:48 p.m. We were still receiving reports of issues with the fleas. And so we ended up doing, as Mr. Knox mentioned, a whole house fumigation. We requested folks to vacate the house because you cannot be in the house when you're doing a fumigation. So we requested everybody vacate the house around 8 or 9 in the morning. We had the whole house treated. And then we allowed everybody back into the house at 3 o'clock when it was safe to return to the house.
What day was that? September 3rd?
That was on September 9th.
September 9th, okay.
And I was actually there participating in that one. It was quite the show. So then we sent, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, keep going.
So then we sent everybody a message on September 9th, just confirming our successful flea treatment. We did find dead fleas. We vacuumed the entire house as well, just to make sure we were cleaning it up for everybody and that they were not returning home to dead fleas. And unfortunately, the flea issue arose because a member moved in and brought fleas with them. And so August 23rd was the first we heard of the fleas. And of course, we don't live there, so we rely on maintenance tickets and communications to identify issues.
Okay.
So on September 9th is when we did that. And then we had another follow-up service on September 16th by Northwest Exterminating, and that was at 3:28 p.m. And since then, we have not received any additional communications nor maintenance tickets regarding the flea issue.
So, Ms. Vertigo, let me just ask you this. Did you get a copy of the answer that Mr. Knox filed?
Yes.
Okay. So you did a very good job of presenting your response to his answer. In the future, when someone does bring up a counterclaim, it will be addressed at the same time as the rent issue, just so you know. to be prepared for it, but it seems like you were prepared anyway. You've had your documents. But what I will have you do, if you can, is just submit those documents on those issues, so I can have your timeline as well, okay?
Okay, yeah,
That won't be, and then I'll take a look at those. All right, so Mr. Knox, you heard Ms. Vertigo's response. You now have an opportunity, we're not going to keep going back and forth, but you do have an opportunity to respond to anything that she has now testified to. If there's anything that you feel you want to address that she said, now would be your opportunity to do that.
I feel like she didn't try to get rid of the fleas until I reached out to her. She wasn't gonna do anything until I said something to her. That's how I feel about that part. She also, I forgot to mention this part. She tried to offer me $300 to move out of here. She really tried to bribe me out to get out of this here. What else she did? Let me see. Oh yeah, she threatened to change the codes on the locks to the door to get in my room, to the house. She threatened to do that. I forgot to put it on. That's also in the documents as well.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's see.
Yeah. Those are two things I left out. But yeah.
Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh. All right, so when it says your pad split membership was terminated due to non-payment, is that something that pad split does? How does that work, Ms. Verdugo?
Yeah. So in
Process.
order for him to continue accessing the house on the pad split platform, he does need to continue paying his membership dues equivalent to rent. Once his pad split membership is terminated, it's convoluted, but they say that they are no longer have access to the house. But because the lease agreement says that Georgia landlord tenant law kind of dictates the situation, we did not change the codes. We did try to resolve this amicably outside of court to prevent everybody from having to do this long and arduous process. But Mr. Knox unfortunately declined our offer of waiving his pad split balance or providing that like cash for keys resolution. So unfortunately, we are here.
Okay. Mr. Knox, you're still on the property, is that correct?
Yes, man.
Okay. Okay. right, so what I'm gonna give Ms. Vertigo, give you the opportunity to submit those documents, like you submitted the other documents, so I can review those. And then I will make a decision and sign
And
an
I
order and send it to you. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. And I actually am submitting them right now. I'm like 2 clicks away from submitting them.
Perfect. Okay. So I will take a look at everything, review everything, and then I will issue a decision. I won't do it. It won't be right now, but it will be in the next day or so, if not by the end of the day today. Okay.
Okay, and I wanted to ask one more thing as well. We submitted an affidavit to just slightly amend the initial warrant or the writ to include his room number.
That should be fine. If it doesn't materially change anything in the warrant, that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay,
Let me
perfect.
see. Usually you can just, let me see. I mean, we're all here. Not seeing the affidavit, but
I submitted it the day that we got the initial default judgment. I believe it was October 14th.
all right. So is it an amended warrant?
The clerk was a little bit unclear on which document we needed to submit, so we did a written affidavit, but if we need to submit an amended warrant, we can do that as well.
Well, let me ask you this. Is it, oh, it's 466 Raven Springs Trail, and then there should be a room.
Room number, and then all personal belongings only, because it's a furnished rental.
I'm not seeing it. You said you submitted an affidavit?
Yes. We submitted an affidavit. It was writ application issued, writ application sent to judge, motion for continue. Was it included in those documents? I'm not sure if they separate out the documents. But if you're not seeing it, we can also.
Here it is. The tenant rents room 6 in the house. That is, this is for the rights to just the number. Go back. Okay, hold on. Let me go, sorry. Let's just go back to that. Rooms, okay, that works. That will work.
Okay.
Okay. You
Perfect.
might need to resubmit it if you have to submit another writ. You might just need to resubmit the affidavit and reattach it.
Okay, we can do that. And I got a confirmation email that my envelope was submitted.
From your DOA or the?
From the documents that I just uploaded with both.
Oh, perfect. Got it. Perfect. Okay. All right. If there's any other issues in those, we will let you know, but I don't think there will be. Is there anything further? Well, Mr. Knox, before we leave, what are you asking me to do? Because I understand what Ms. Vertigo is requesting from me. But what are you asking from me to do?
All I'm asking is just give me some time to figure out where I'm trying to go. That's all I really want right now.
Say that again.
I said all I'm asking her to do is to give me time to find somewhere to go.
I know, but what are you asking the court to do? I know you're asking, I can only give you 7 days. So she's asking for rent plus a late fee. So $2,385 plus a $200 late fee.
Correct.
And if I issue the writ, I can only give you 7 days. What are you asking? Are you asking me to do or not do anything else?
I guess you can do that, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll take your pleadings and I'll.
Can you at least waive the rent? My bad,
So
man.
you're asking me to offset the rent, essentially.
Yes.
Okay. Some more. Okay. All right. Thank you both. You're both free to log off, all right?
Thank you so much.